Hey, it's Fox from Inferno Fox Gaming, coming to you with my partner Jamie Owls, and we're going to be talking about some of the games that we are playing. And it's been a little bit since we've had one of these. We have played a lot of video games.
I say you did a lot more than I have.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but we've experienced a lot of really good games. Not really too many bad ones, but I mean, I think we're honestly of an age where we know what we like and we know what we don't like, and we try to avoid the latter. So let's just briefly talk about a couple of the games that we have already finished. It's in the rear view window, and I want to talk about this game right here, Donkey Kong Country, briefly. And I'm holding up my Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Country 3 that I got from one of my friends for Christmas like 20 years ago. And I never played it because I didn't like how the music was completely different. Well, Nintendo, in celebration of Donkey Kong Country Returns, the remake or remaster, whatever they're calling it, they started releasing all the Donkey Kong Land games that were on the Game Boy. I have the first one. I never played the second or third one. I played them for the first time. Enjoyed my time with them for what they were, being Game Boy games that are supposed to be like Donkey Kong Country. Then I'm like, you know what? I've never done a lot of the other ones on the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color, because Donkey Kong Country 1 had a Game Boy Color version. Imagine playing the first Donkey Kong Country if it was released on the OG NES.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange. But I played through it for the first time. Then I played through Donkey Kong Country 1 on the Game Boy Advance for the first time. And then this. I decided to finally play through this. Was really glad to have done it. As a little palate cleanser, I just finished the Super Nintendo version on the NSO. Out of all these country games that I've played, I'm a purist. I still think the Super Nintendo ones are the best. Now, you saw me play some of the Donkey Kong Land ones. What were some of your initial thoughts?
I mean, it looks the same, but the graphics on them looked a little grainy. So I'm just used to the ones that were on like the Super Nintendo.
So that's what I have finished. Before we move on to the games that we're playing, any other game that you want to talk about that you finished?
Yeah, the only one that I can remember that's still fresh in my memory is the Super Mario Wonder. That took a while for me, and I think I may have started that around November, but when December rolled around, I was only playing a little bit because, Christmas time, I like to take the time to watch a lot more holiday movies versus playing. Even like with reading, I didn't really do much reading in the month of December because I was just more focused on Christmas. But I finally finished it. I think it was after New Year's Day, I think I finished it. I don't remember when, but I'm finally done with it. And it was a lot of fun. It'll probably be a while before I go back to playing that because there are other Mario games I want to play again, but I'm glad that I finally finished the whole game. Like, I finished, like, all the main levels. I didn't go back to look for more, like, additional treasures, or the other additional levels on there. I think I just wanted to play the main story and be done with it.
Cool. Yeah, and definitely that's one of the better of the 2D Mario platformers, which is saying something because nearly all of them are gold. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the games that we are currently playing right now. And I'll start off with my first one, that is Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. And this, of course, is a remaster of the Wii version. This is excellent. I always give myself a hard time about not playing Kirby games when I could probably do a top 10 list and fill out all 10 slots. This is excellent. I would say it goes Kirby Superstar, Kirby, what's the 3D one that just came out on the Switch? Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Yes, yeah.
Then probably Kirby Planet Robobot, and then this. But like all of those four games are probably 10 out of 10s. I'm a little over halfway through this. Excellent platformer, and hopefully I'll be able to get you into Kirby. How about you though, Jamie Owls? What's your first game that you're playing?
So you recommended this to me a while now, and I'm playing it on the Switch, the Sonic Origin Plus. And I'm on like the first level, not like the first level, but the first game of it. And what's really cool is that you get to play either Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and they included Amy, who I think is very cute. And it's really, fun for me because it feels very nostalgic. Growing up, I played Sonic games, and this just brings back a lot of memories. I've forgotten how hard they are, especially as you move on to different levels. I forgot that one level I did. I just kept dying. I'm just so glad there were no like lives that I had to worry about. But that's the one game I'm currently playing on my Switch.
Cool. Yeah, I remember that. That was the Labyrinth
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah, I had full rage.
And we have a little code between the two of us. Anytime that that she would like help, that she does an noise, and then I take over to see if I finish the level. She did not wee at all on Sonic the Hedgehog 1. At least not yet, not so far. Got through Labyrinth Zone all on your own, so really proud of you on that. My next game that I'm currently playing, I am nearing the finish of it, and that is Fantasian Neo Dimension. And I don't know if it's the timing of this. I'm kind of not slogging through it, but I'm getting through it. So of course it is made by Sakaguchi and Nobu-san, classic Final Fantasy creators. So it has the guts and meat of Final Fantasy. And I feel like the aesthetics for the characters and their general movement feels like a Final Fantasy 9. The battle system is like Final Fantasy 10. The overall like worlds, of course, are like rendered models, at dioramas and whatnot. So in that sense, it sort of feels like Final Fantasies 7 through 9. I don't know if it's that I feel like such a noob in the sense that every single boss battle is so hard, but there's something to be said about the fairness of games and making sure that when you're fighting bosses and everything, that the games and everything still feel fair. And it's not to say that this isn't fair, but every boss has a sort of niche to it. And if you don't know the niche ahead of time, you're probably going to die. Like, so you have to pre-plan your parties. So, for example, there'll be a boss that is really strong fire elemental and casts sleep. And if you don't put up the right defenses for it, you'll literally be caught with your pants down and you'll be finished off. So, like that kind of thing. And you need a pre-plan, otherwise you'll fail. I don't know if I like that, as opposed to like you should be able to strategize with what you have or be able to change your equipment on the fly within battles. You can't do that with this. So story is just okay. When I first started about a month ago, I think I mentioned to you so far about 5 hours into it, I was thinking it was a 7 out of 10 game. I think it's still a 7 out of 10 game. So far, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to be glad to see the other end of it. How about you, though, Jamie Ellis? What other games are you playing?
For PlayStation 5, I'm currently playing, which I finally got for Christmas, is the Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I played this when it was first on the Wii, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I have to say that's a lot easier playing on just a regular controller than the Wii remote, because I remember you had to like move the controller on the screen. I remember my arms just getting tired, but I'm really enjoying this because I think I haven't played it, well, besides Disney's Illusion Island.
Oh, yeah.
Before that, I haven't really played like another Mickey Mouse game, which makes me happy. I know this is just a remastered one, but it's still fun to play. And I hope in the near future they'll come out with, different, newer type of games where you play as Mickey Mouse or Donald, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it because there's no rush, because I try to like enjoy all the games that I play. But yeah, that's kind of hard too because we have so many.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they also do a port of or remaster of Epic Mickey 2, because not a lot of people played that one, or they just do a wholly new sequel or game.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the last game that I'm currently playing, this one kind of makes me mad, and it is Harvestella, and it makes me mad not for the reasons that you think. This was a recommendation on one of my videos that I've had before where I collabed with Alex, aka Quality, and she really enjoyed this game, gave it like 2 thumbs up, and I'm right there with her. This has been an excellent time, and what makes me mad about this is Square Enix released this along with a bunch of other RPGs all around the same time and did nothing to market this or to market this well. And that's really such a shame because this really is a delightful RPG game. So it feels like a cross between Xenoblade, sort of the character aesthetics of Bravely Default, along with Animal Crossing. So some of the farming mechanics and stamina mechanics. It's been a really great time, and I'm actually playing it on my Steam Deck. Nothing against the Switch, but the Steam Deck, 60 frames per second. The game looks beautiful. There's no delays on loading or anything. And I'm really hoping that the rest of the time with it is going to be as good. And I'm only like 15 hours in. I remember Alex saying something about where the story really ramps up in quality overall as the game's like finishes up. It sort of feels like that classic RPG Square Enix twist, and I'm all for that. And I normally don't like the cozy games. You know that about me, Jamie Owls, and even the farming and all that stuff is pretty minimalistic. I'm glad that it is what the level that it is. So really glad that I'm playing this, and excited to see where that ends as well. So let's talk about games that we're going to be playing in the future. Jamie Owls, how about you let us know your first game?
So I've decided this is kind of like a last minute decision, but I'm thinking as for the Switch, I'm gonna try playing the Lara Croft collection. I've never played this before, and I believe this originally came out like 2010, 2011. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I'm sorry. But I've never played this before, and honestly, I don't really know much about this type of game, and I don't know if Lara Croft is joining these other characters to fight. I don't know, so I think that's going to be the fun part, is to figure out what this game and story is about. And as you all know who have seen the past podcasts, I'm a big fan of Tomb Raider. I love Lara Croft. I always liked archaeology and all that jazz, but I'm really looking forward to playing that next on the Switch.
Cool. And of course, once it comes out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I do plan on playing on the PS5 version the other 3 remasters for 4, 5, and 6. I plan on playing that, so I took the whole day off. I don't know, I'll get through all 3 games, but yeah.
No, that's cool. And of course, I'll get you the collector's edition of that too. Maybe. Hopefully.
You will.
I will. You've heard it here first. So one of the things for me, one of the many reasons I'm hoping that I get through Fantasian is because, as a previous video, how I described my pickups for January as well as December, my family and everybody did a fantastic job of pretty much filling out everything on the Christmas list. And this guy right here, Sonic Generations Cross Shadow, is going to be the first game that I play right after Fantasian on the PS5. Really excited because I played Sonic Generations when that came out for I think it was the 20th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. And would love to replay it and finish that out, as well as the Shadow version. Just a nice platforming action type game to sort of cleanse the palate. Because I love JRPGs, but I like to change things up, differ them a bit, and platformers and everything are a great break from that. Jamie Owls, what is another game that you're going to be playing next?
So the next game I'm thinking of playing is the Rayman Legends. Again, this is another one I never played before, but I remember playing on the Wii the Rayman Raven Rabbids. I remember those were very fun to play. And the original Rayman I've never tried before, so I'm looking forward to trying this game. And I think my goal is to try playing games that I have never played before, but just hearing how good they are. So this is going to be another one. And I don't have the physical copy. Well, it's not out yet, but the next game I do want to try playing is the Hello Kitty Island Adventures, I believe it's called. And I believe that comes out in March.
March 25th?
March 25th, so that will be the next game I will be playing. Yeah. If that's too soon to announce, I'm sorry, but I'm excited.
No, that's obviously totally cool. And then for me, the game that I'm going to play right after the Sonic Cross Shadow Generations is going to be this guy right here, Metaphor Fantasio. I've heard nothing but good things about it. A couple of individuals, maybe just it didn't click with them, and that's totally cool, totally understandable. For me, though, it's like that. It's like a Persona game, except you're not in high school. It's its own sort of fantasy world, and I am all for that. There's a reason why this won Best RPG like a number of times for a number of awards ceremonies. So beyond that, I would say we are definitely excited for stuff like the Switch 2, as we discussed this week on the Infernal Cast. Definitely had a really great discussion there. Beyond that, any other thoughts, parting shots?
Kitty.
Yep.
An appearance.
Yep. In case you can't see it, let's adjust here.
Go.
Yeah, our cat Zio has been photobombing, or what is it? Video bombing. Video bombing a number of our videos, and again, even though this is the Inferno Cast that we celebrated by our said same Shiba Inu named Fira. This is an open space where everybody is welcome, and that includes cats. So, but yeah, let us know in the comment section below what you are currently playing, as well as what you've got up on deck next. But otherwise, thanks so much, and we hope you have a great day.